Hey everyone, Chaps here, and if you've watched the channel a decent amount, you've probably seen me sitting in this same exact spot many times. Today, I want to talk about what I am sitting on. I haven't done a product review in a really long time, and I needed a new chair, so I figured, you know what, I'll go ahead and do another review. So I pop my phone out of this little holder here. Sorry about that. So, this is the chair I've been sitting on. See a few cracks there. Let's look down at the seat. It's fake leather that's just been peeling forever. So this is the chair I've been sitting on, and this is what we'll get to in a minute over here. This is the chair that I just purchased. So before we get into too much about the new chair, let's talk a little bit about the old chair and what I look for when trying to decide what chair I want to get. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing special about this chair. I think I got this maybe 5 years ago on Amazon, maybe Office Depot or Staples or something like that. Every 5 years or so, I get a new chair, and it's always been something that looks like this. It's I guess, executive style tall back chair. I'm 6'4", so I need a tall back chair. I like having the arms that are attached and go like all the way to the back here, because typically I lean back and I feel like my elbows might rest here a little bit. And I like them when they're like they've got this sort of loop thing attaching it there because I don't know, it just feels sturdier, even though it's just like a hard plastic. And that's really all I'm looking for. I want the seat to be somewhat comfortable, but there's like no cushion left on that. I'm pretty forgiving. I just want it to contour nicely. So that's really all I'm looking for is I want a tall back and I want arms that go all the way back or at least as far back as possible. That's all I really care about. But let's see. This is the new guy I just got. It is the Emerge Vortex Gaming Chair. I don't really care about getting a gaming chair. I know a lot of people like them, but this is where I sit, not just for gaming, but for other stuff, and a lot of gaming chairs just haven't been comfortable. I priced a bunch of stuff out, and this was actually what I got this at Staples for $119. So it's not super expensive. And it was actually cheaper than a lot of the like executive style chairs that I typically get were. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. I'll also say my brother got, I think it was a different color, but he got basically the same exact chair over a year ago. Said the cushions held up well and he's enjoying it. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. All right, so I got the pieces all laid out here. Pretty easy to unbox, I guess. I'm going to start assembling, but I figured I would just show you this before I assemble. It is really nice that they've got the parts split out. You can see that's step 3 part A, step 4 part B, and they have all the individual parts split out into these individual packets, and there's some instructions there. All right, I'll go ahead and assemble it, and we'll take a look at the final chair. So butting in during the assembly process here, I just wanted to note that for these 4 screws, they seem to be catching on something. Looks like this one's catching on the top material, and this one actually caught on some of the material that was underneath. It made them a little hard to screw in, but I got through it. Anyways, just figured I'd throw that one out there for you. There we go, all assembled. I brought them over into the guest bedroom so that I can get them side by side to each other nicely and compare them. So again, my old chair over here on the right, either from like Office Depot or Amazon or something. Don't remember where it's from. It's about 5 years old and it's definitely peeling. This is my first, I guess technically it is a gaming chair. It has that sort of shape, but it's not like one of the extreme ones. This is the Emerge Vortex. Got it for $119 at Staples. So yeah, let's compare them a little bit. I guess it's no surprise the one on the left, the new one has a lot more cushion than the old one. It actually has a lot more cushion than the old one did to begin with, but especially now that this one's all worn down, that's a really big thing for me. We'll see what it's like in a couple of years. We'll see if the cushion actually holds up on it. Height-wise, they are just about the same. Sitting in it, because of the way that the back sort of indents in on this one, it feels a little bit shorter, but I probably just have to get used to it. Another thing is the armrest. So I was surprised that when I sat down in this, my elbow, it does hang off the back of the armrest a little bit, but most of my arm that I'm actually using to support with the armrest is on the actual armrest. So it works out pretty well, even though it doesn't go all the way to the back. One thing that is a little odd, will take some time to get used to, is the width of the armrest. This is what I think 20 inches from side to side here, or the inside of the armrest. So from here over to here. On this one, it's actually 2 inches longer, so it's 22 inches. And that also makes the overall chair a little bit wider as well. So that's kind of odd. I got really used to the arms being in a certain spot, and if I put my arms there, they're not quite on the armrest, so I need a slightly wider stance. I'll also add this one, being it has the arms, it doesn't have the full loop going around. This does have the armrest that will fold up on both sides if you need to. So that's kind of cool. I think my brother sent me a picture of his chair, and he enjoys having it up. Overall, it's pretty comfortable, but the real test will be in a few years when we see how it holds up. All right, I'm going to set my camera back up, and I'll talk to you here in a bit. Alrighty, and we're back in my usual spot. And yep, I've got the new chair here. So I've been sitting in it for about 5 minutes now, getting a little more used to the armrest, being a little bit wider. It was harder to get it back into this room because of those extra couple inches on the armrest. That was interesting. I kind of wish there was a headrest for this, for when I sat back. Because it goes up and then sort of sits back a little bit, there's not really anything for your neck. Like, it sticks up there, but it's not actually touching your neck at all. If you lean your head back, it's like really far back and awkward and stuff. I think the next level up of this chair did include some like lumbar support and a headrest. I think my brother's roommate got one that had a footrest as well, which I definitely don't need. But overall, yeah, for $119, it's a really good chair. Again, it's the Emerge Vortex. I've seen, or I've heard, that they can go around $100 at Staples. I got mine for 120 or 119. I think my brother's was 125 like a year ago. So, I mean, if it's full price, like $150, maybe go look at some other chairs. But if you can get it down to between $100 and $120, so far it's a really good chair. So I will try to make a review in a couple years and let you know how the cushion holds up and if the material starts peeling or anything like that. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment down below. If you don't see a review in a couple of years and you have questions, just remind me and I'll try and put something out. Anyways, that's it for this review. It's been interesting not doing reviews for a while, so this was kind of fun, I guess. I don't have any of this scripted. This was me just saying, you know what, I'm going to make a review for this, and I kind of enjoyed it. I've got a cool 3D printer thing coming up, so make sure you subscribe to catch that. Hopefully, I'll be putting that out in the next couple of weeks. Until then, I'll catch you next time, and thanks for watching. See ya.